Hi all, Hal here with more Space Engineers, and we have been working quite a bit over this weekend. So let me bring you up to speed with what we've got going on, where we stand with everything, and give you a quick overview of everything that we've done. First, we have to get started, so let's go. So happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully you had a fantastic weekend and you have a terrific week set up. And given that it's Monday, just think of it this way. Even if it's been a horrible day so far, at least the day is on its way to being over. Alright, so you may notice we now have two of our little habs set up. So what I did, and we talked about this last time, is that I basically rebuilt the hab. We went ahead and mirrored it, so now that it is the same setup, including the same battery systems and everything that we had in the original, but just in the reversed floor plan. So you have the entrance with the kitchen on this side, and then over there you have an entrance and kitchen facing. And then we went ahead and built a storage tower here, just because we could. I just thought it'd be something a little bit different. And surprisingly, actually, how much hydrogen do I have? I don't have a whole lot of hydrogen left. Let's correct that really quick. Oh, so we only have a little bit of ice left, because what I ended up having to do was to turn off our oxygen generators, mainly because of the fact you are Gen 3. The damn lifter, turn it on for a second, turn it off for a second. Oh no, turn that one on for a second, turn it off for a second. There you go. Yeah, so what happened is that the lifter, which we had attached to the back of the base here, was eating all of the ice. So even some of the ice that I had mined out, and like all of the ice that I had brought with us, basically this thing, because it has 8 tanks on it, decided to eat all of our ice. So we need to get more ice. And let me see, you are magnesium. I really wish I had the weapon systems online, because we had one of those show up and it was carrying uranium, and it would have been really nice to take that out and have it come down for us for a fuel supply. But here's what it is. And those guns are a little too effective sometimes. Alright, so one of the things that we've done is we've gone ahead and we've added another row on both panel sets for adding 8 more in total, 8 more solar panels to the array, which actually gets us pretty good for power generation. You know, we're up to 7.7. So I can't complain too much. It really is nice because it is charging the batteries. So we'll see how this progresses throughout the day. I may need to add 1 or 2 more rows, so another 8 to 16 panels. But we're getting to the point where I don't want to go too much further with it, because we're going to start running into, when this thing swings around, we're going to start running into the hab itself. So we don't want to do that. So I'll probably only end up adding 1 more panel set to this, which will give us another 8 panels, which will put us at 8.4, 8.7, something like that. So, yeah, but it's working. Everything is up and running. We've gone ahead and added in a stairwell so that if the worst happens and we do run out of hydrogen, we can get back up here anyway. We have the ability to get into the inventory. On this side, we have the beginnings of a landing pad, which we will finish at some point. But because this is taking up so much iron, we only brought like 200k iron with us, refined iron, and I have used almost all of it at this point. mainly in building this, because these panels are just, they just eat iron. Each one of these rows that we have out to here is 2 complete loads of inventory space. 100 and was it 1,235 plates. So what is that? 20, basically almost 2,600 plates to get to this point for each one of these. So yeah, that's taking a bit of material. Okay, that being said, what I've been playing with over here is getting our mining operation online. And now this is just wireframed out. I'm just basically checking to make sure everything is going to work the way I want it to. The idea is that the system here, all of the conveyors will be filled in. The rest of this will remain wireframe, because I don't want to use the materials on that if we don't have to. But that brings us out to what's going to be our mining rig. Now, what I'm thinking here... Now, let me bring up the drill. This is centered, basically, mostly centered over the iron. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a rotor and piston on it, and basically have a row of drills that come back to here. Probably, let's go that way. So we'll probably stop the drills about here, because we don't want to undermine this. I do want to keep this there. So that's going to be, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me say 6, right? 7, 8 to here. So we'll go 7 drills. We'll stop the drills at that point. Now, what that will allow us to do is basically take out a very large space here, actually. And then once we have enough of once we have the surface low enough, what we'll do is we'll replace the entire thing with a piston. We'll leave the rotor up here, and we'll have a piston on the end of the rotor. And then at the end of the piston, we'll have the row of drills again coming back out to here. And when we turn that on, we'll be able to basically the kind of what we did with the Mars mining system. And then we'll have a drill at the end once we get the piston fully extended. We'll keep expanding that system. You see. So the idea is that we will eventually have all of this mined down for as far as we want to keep grinding the piston and putting it all back together. Oh, all right. So I think that brings us up to speed for the most part. Now, I know that this is going to be a little bit low. Let's go ahead and grab our advanced rotor. We're going to grab a piston. And yes, I know you've seen me build this type of thing before. Okay, so we want to check to make sure we're going to be able to get everything on here. Alright. So what we're going to do here... I mean, I guess I could just go ahead and drill this out. Or if we place you there, it's 1 block up. So what I could do is we could weld all of this up, turn that drill on for a second. I wonder if we do that. Do we have room to put the drill on there still? No. But we can put the drill there. Manually mine that out, put a drill here. Yeah, we could do that. Well, you know what we can do? Let's just say the hell with it. And can we get away with that? Alright, so I'm trying to get this in a position where I can see what might be blocking it. I think it's going to be just in general. Let's go ahead and widen this up just a little bit. Alright, so that should... Let me place that now. Yep, okay. And we're going to put one more on this side. Can we get away with it? No. Alright. Let's go ahead and stop crouching. So what this is going to do is hopefully when we turn this on, it'll be close enough to pull up a little bit of the ice. And that these will be close enough to pull a little bit of ice. What I may need to do is put a control chair on it to do an excavation mode, which will basically give us a little bit of room here. Or we could just go ahead and say go ahead and do a bunch of these right now. And we said we're going to stop that there. And what I'm thinking is we'll put a chair in, control these remotely, and have it basically just treat it like a weapon system. Do a area excavation, and then we can actually start the drilling process a little bit. Yeah, let's give that a try. Alright, so we are going to take out... Let's go ahead and take these plates out. Like I said, this is the only section that's actually coming out. And then we did go ahead and do conveyor junctions at each of these corners, because I want to make sure that we can keep the grid welded together just in case something goes wrong. Because, well, you know, me. Alright, that's not... I know that's not going to be enough, but we're going to go ahead and start this process. We want to get the conveyor junctions welded up first, so that we can get the rest of this pieced together. Need motors, okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab as much as we can carry. Not enough interior plates. Yeah, we should have enough. We'll see how this works out. I might need to see if I can reclaim a few things. Let me hear you. Awesome. All that is green. That is green. Okay. So now the rest of it. So I need motors, tubes, and constructors. Alright. Let's see. Do we have any iron left is the big question. That's all the iron we have left. Alright. Let us do that, we're going to move all of this over. Alright, and let's get in here. We're going to go... Let's clear all these out. Alright, so Hab 4, we're going to send over to disassemble. And we're going to have you disassemble 1,000 plates. That's going to give us 7,000 iron, right? From assembler 1, we're going to have you do 1,000 interior plates, which should give us enough. Do we really not have any motors? No, we got plenty of motors. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab a couple hundred of those, couple hundred of those, couple hundred of those. Just checking here. Alright. I think that's everything we needed, right? Look at you. Alright, we have everything out to there. Oh, okay, so we're just going to put a chair in probably right here, actually. Let's see, what do we have for... Oh, alright, let's see what we have for seats. There we go. Do that for now. It's got to be a flight seat because, well, you know, reasons. Don't ask me why. I remember when passenger seats used to allow you to do, you know, things directly, but alright. So we're going to go block tools. We want you to go here. And 7. Okay, so how many of these do we need? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We only need like 3 of these, but we'll see how many parts we can pick up for this stuff. Okay, so let's go in here, drop all this stuff off. We're gonna go 1, 2. Definitely want the first one. And I'm thinking maybe this one. Let's try that. Let's see how well this works out for us. Oh. Okay, so we just all right. So that's all of that. Drill. Your drill 3. Okay, so that should... I think that'll give me the depth that I need to reach. I think. No guarantees, but we'll see here. Alright, so let's go to there. And we are going to go to there, to there, to there, And you won't reach there, but that's okay because we have the materials we need to go like so. Like so. Let's go grab a little bit more. Got one more. Parts for one more. Now what we're going to do is basically we'll turn the rotor on, let this start mining, and then come back, add more to it as this area grows a little bit. And then once we get this out to the full width, then we'll be able to start dropping this thing down. Alright, so let's go get you. Got that. I got the parts for 2 pistons because that will give us, hopefully give us everything we need for both the piston and rotor head. Alright, maybe not. We were close. It gave us most of what we needed, right? Hey, look at you. Okay. So we're going to go in here. We're going to get into the control panel. We're going to bring up our drills. Drills. We're going to save that. Save it again just to be sure. Why do you not save, is the question. That's really weird. Anyway, we're going to turn those on. Advanced rotor, you are the mining advanced rotor. And we want you to be where's your velocity at anyway? All right. Come on. What are you doing? There you go. Should be unlimited, unlimited. All right. So you see how it's working for us here now, right? Unable to place the drill because it's not enough room, which is okay. Let's see if we can. Come on. I don't understand what's going on with that rotor. So the rotor should be turning right now. Why does that block off? Come on. Let's make sure you didn't get grouped in there. No, okay. How about 0.5? Alright, so we're just making sure that it is actually good. Alright, so we want you turn off. Okay, so it seems like there's a little conflict there. Alright. That's okay. What we're going to do is we'll just deal with this manually. Alright. Because we're going to get a couple of drills in here. I need to steel plate the drill drills. Okay, so I need 1, 2. Let's see how many plates or how much material we have left. 2. Oh, no. I can get 2. And do I have enough? Unable to place, says that. Alright. There we go.
Fuel low.
Hey, it works. Alright.
Fuel critical.
Don't knock it till you try it, right? Alright. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to go in here. We're going to grab all of our drills. We're going to update that group. We're going to turn them all on. That's mining rotor is going to turn on. Not solar rotor, advanced mining rotor, thank you. And we are going to set you two once more to be 0.3, I think. And the nice thing is those vehicles, the drills, will actually pick up the ice that we're dropping down there. So, yeah. That at least gets us the basis of these things going. Alright. actually, let's do large cargo. We're going to go ahead and drop all this stuff over there. Alright, so now what I'm going to do... Ow, 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 ow. Let me out of here. Come on, let me out of here. Oh, come on. Oh. Yeah, the jetpack wouldn't let me back out. Alright. Hey, look, piece of ice. Are you gonna let me get to my my backpack, or are you going to eat me again? There you go. Where'd my mouse go? There it is. Come on, thank you. Ah. Alright, that was actually kind of entertaining. Let's try not to do that again. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and finish cleaning this stuff up. See if I can not kill myself again. So once we get this set up so that it can actually go all the way around once, that will get us to the point where we can actually we'll be able to start the piston at that point. But yeah, we want to make sure that this thing is actually going all the way around. So it is actually making it through. Okay. So yeah, basically we'll have to keep rinsing and repeating this process until we have all of the drills in place. Once we have all the drills in place, then we'll have this thing start dropping down. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick cut. I will bring you back once we have this thing a little bit more organized and fully operational. Ooh, mobile drilling platform. Can I just go capture one of those? Alright, so yeah, we're going to do a quick cut and we'll be right back. And we are back. So, we now have a, well, 6x, what is that, 6x6? And we've started the piston extending downwards. So as it's going to continue to increase its depth, show you what we've got going on here for ice now. Ice generator is obviously full. We've got almost 2 million units of ice, another 108k in the second ice generator, and it's slowly filling up. So by the time everything is said and done, we should be in a really good position. Now there is iron below this thing, and the other thing I want to do is we're going to go here. Go ahead and drop all of our stuff off. Whoop, nope, that was not what I wanted to drop off. Go ahead and drop this stuff off. Let's hit the O2. We're gonna do ice. We're gonna drop 8k in there really quick. Bring up. No, not ice bots. We're looking just for bottles. Thank you. And we're going to drop those in so that basically what we'll do is in the future, if we need to, is we swap we'll pick up one that's full and put the empty one back. Makes it a little easier to get things going. Alright. Now the other thing that we want to do, so we're going to go ahead and get this stuff off our menu. We're going to do this little beast, because we're going to take the ore detector that we have right here, and we're going to put it out there on the end of our arm. And the reason we're doing this is so that we can see where all of our actual resources are. Alright, and should have... I think I... The side of the control panel, I think we put up against everything else. Okay, so let's go here. We just want to do ore very quickly. We want our range to take that out to 150. And do we not have an antenna? Oh, you know why? Because we turned the antennas off. Alright, so we've got gold, iron, and cobalt below. Let's go ahead and turn that on so we can see. There we go. Is it really not going to show us the ore? And I really hate the system sometimes. Alright. Let's check that antenna to make sure that it is actually broadcasting for us. Let's just enable broadcasting. And you know what, let's go. Hey, that works. Okay. So we've got gold, we've got cobalt, and we got a crap ton of iron down here. So hopefully we will be able to get to all of that. Oh. So what we'll do is we'll get this thing to a full extension. As you can see, it's slowly emptying out a giant hole. The idea of what we will do is we'll take all this off, we'll add 3 pistons, or add 2 pistons so that there will be 3 pistons in length. And then rinse and repeat this process. That way we're only breaking it down every couple of piston additions. We don't have to keep, well, I'm going to try not having to add 1 piston at a time. What I may need to do is have the system split and come back up 1 block until we get it, you know, get everything moving again, and then we break it down. I don't know, that might end up being more work than necessary. We may just have to do it 1 piston at a time, which is fine. It gets us there eventually. Alright, so we now have a ridiculous amount of ice being mined. Eventually that will turn into a ridiculous amount of iron being mined, which is probably going to be when we get to the next piston. That gold, we'll have to see what we can do to get the gold, but for now that works. And then that will give us a ridiculous amount of ice that we can then start converting into power as well. Yeah, we've got a bit of stuff to get done this week. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and call this one here. I want to thank you for stopping in today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw them down in the section below. If you haven't done so already, you're just new to the channel, or you feel like you want to do something nice for me today, make sure you hit that subscribe. And if you really want to be kept up to date with what's going on around here, be sure to ring that little bell as well. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Like I said, I know it's a Monday. Thankfully, though, by the time you're seeing this, you're probably half over and you're on your way home. So that's at least something, right? Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you have a fantastic day. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we will see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Alright, so we've got our mining rig up. We've got most of our power generation up. Let's make sure. Looks like our batteries are charging. Yep, awesome. Perfect.